Hello, Aries. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. This week, Aries, we are asking the eclipse energy. What is this eclipse energy activating in your life? Okay, I'm going to say, Aries, I feel like I'm talking to a group of people here who have sort of surrendered. They have maybe even been going some sort of like download energy. You may have been like having downloads, connecting to... Yeah, okay. I think you've been doing downloads. I'm just going to say that because this is the card that is the underline for you right now. You have the Star Seed card. And then this is also interesting is surrender. You have the weight of the world and surrender to the sweetness. This is almost like making a choice or finding yourself in a position to move away from where things are extremely heavy or difficult, cumbersome, unsatisfying, and to move into or to recognize and see where you find joy in life. Now, making that shift may have opened you up to receiving some type of a download here. Now, when I say receiving a download, maybe I should rephrase it because it feels more like just opening up to receive, to be aware of information. This is the card that you pulled out right now. So this is the right now card. This is the answer that we're getting with what the eclipse is activating in your life. Child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. And then this is the other card you got, because we have two decks, right? We're doing the Starseed Oracle deck and the Return of Spirit Oracle deck. Power. This power card is connected to the third chakra, which talks about life force, energy, drive, confidence. So, right, it's like looking at this and recognizing that the power of you are powerful because the intelligence of the universe lies within you, and this is giving you confidence. Like that is literally what the eclipse is opening up for you, that is activating. But right, like this is the energy that sort of led up to it. So I feel like there is some sort of, maybe some of you are even on a vacation here. I feel like there's an event. There must be an event here that shifted your energy. Maybe it was a nice evening at home or something like that, or you were you had a nice bubble bath, or you watched a movie, or you were just listening to beautiful music. Like it just feels like some type of a shift. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, and starseed. Like almost like even just getting like some sort of information about how to enjoy life, how life is to be enjoyed. And now, so right now, the intelligence of the universe, that's what's happening. And this eclipse energy, actually, what time is it? What time is it? Yeah, actually, I think it's taking place. They have the last, yeah, I was doing Pisces when we had the lunar eclipse. So yeah, I am doing, this one's not as weird, as an intense to me, although it's not a full eclipse, as it was when I was doing the lunar eclipse, like doing readings during the eclipse. But okay, you're going to feel very confident, okay? This is going to be a period of great confidence for you. And this great confidence, though, I want to say to some degree is maybe a long-term or permanent, because if this is the confidence is coming from the intelligence of the universe. And the intelligence of the universe is within you. Did the light just change? They've been pretty quiet. I did a live members reading. Oh. Go. It was over here though, and that was weird. Yeah, I don't know these lights. Somebody else was worried that maybe they're overheating. No, they're little tiny LEDs. What the fuck is going on back there? The fairies are lighting up the path. It's real. It's a real magical kingdom back there. I'm telling you. It is. You just have to listen to a little tarot reading first, and then you could go down the path. Then you can go down the path. Okay, so, right, because if you recognize that the intelligence of the universe, the answers to pretty much anything that you could really want are within you, of course that would give you life force. Maybe there's an answer like that you're looking for in life. Like it could be something very specific to your life, right? Like what this eclipse is activating. Like maybe there's an answer to a question that you have in life for yourself here. You're going to realize that you always had the answer. Like the power is, you have the power. It's actually a pretty cool energy. So we are going to go into something about this deck doesn't feel right though. No, maybe I should. The sun is at the bottom. Let's just see. Let's just see. Okay. What intelligence? What, before we go there, what is this starseed energy in the past? You had this starseed energy in the past. Aries had the starseed energy in the past. The Six of Coins. No, it's almost like knowing how to create balance in life here. How to balance the scales. Could be some type of partnership. Is this like a cosmic partnership? The Six of Coins. That's very interesting. Could be doing something that is a little bit unusual. Ace of Cups. Three of Swords. Oh, and the Fool. Wow. Okay, you definitely balance because you went from one extreme to another here. And your fresh start. I don't know, this is like healed and then not. You might have been healing, or you might have felt healed, or you had some type of a new beginning here and maybe you weren't ready for it. Like, we're talking about the past here. This is like a brand new beginning, like a happy, exciting beginning, and then it's heartache. Which is a strange order for those to take place in for me. But basically, in terms of the scale, like maybe that is representing, because we also have Venus. We have Venus in both here. He's handing a token of Venus. And Venus is playing out here with Saturn. Saturn and Venus. Maybe something that went on here in relationships for you. But then it's fresh. It's fresh. I'm kind of wondering here if you've had some sort of spiritual assistance. You've had some sort of spiritual assistance, perhaps with alchemizing relationships that you've been in the past. This is a fresh start. Like, you are off to a fresh start here. There are no... Oh. You know, okay, this is very curious, because this is also kind of giving me like bringing your heart to the scales and being weighed. And this is almost like, okay, this is your token to go on to the ride. This is your token to proceed forward. Yes, these are balanced. You may proceed forward now. Here's your token. And then, right? And then there he is on the ride. There you are in the ride, going on in a new direction. A fresh start. You've healed your heart. You're not taking any pain from the past forward with you. So you're not taking any pain from the past forward with you. It's fresh. Your heart's been weighed against the feather. If there was karmic energies here that needed to be balanced, it's been balanced. Interesting. And how did you surrender to the sweetness of life? How did Aries surrender to the sweetness of life? Successfully. Six of Wands. You surrendered to the sweetness of life successfully. In a way that everybody thought was great. Okay, the Palace of Coins. The Nine of Cups. And the Two of Wands. I feel like this is giving yourself room to dream. Again, I don't know if this is in some way that you have had, maybe you've had time off. I say had because this is the past. Giving yourself room to dream. Everything is balanced now. It feels like you're also stepping forward, like in some way here, your karmic energies are very balanced. You know, if the scales were swinging a little too far in one direction for you, in maybe particularly relationships, because Libra is here twice, which is funny though, because Venus does rule Libra as well. But yet it's Taurus. Venus rules both. And you have Venus energy. Please, joy. Yeah, pleasure and joy. pleasure and joy, right? That makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's the Six of Pentacles, which is Taurus, but Venus also rules Libra. The relationships that we acquire. So you're fresh. You're fresh, man. It's like, yeah, there's no energies from your past moving forward with you. Child of the cosmos. Okay, what is the intelligence that lies within you, Aries? The King of Coins. Is it something that you know about someone? Or is it how to make money? No, could be a business. The King of Coins. What about the King of Coins? Experience, too. I want to say the King of Coins is the one with experience. A lot of experience and know-how and applying that. He's the one who has learned over time. He started in the business as the person working in the mailroom and then ends up being the CEO. The King of Coins. Could be talking about abundance. The Page of Cups. The Ace of Swords. And the Five of Wands. You might be recognizing conflicts here. I feel like you can recognize conflicts in people or in people's lives. You can avoid a conflict. You can see a conflict before it happens. Wow. You can see a conflict before it happens. You may even recognize, this is weird. It's almost like developing like a superpower. It's almost like being able to see people and circumstances that would unfold around these people before that actually happens. But I mean like anticipating, like seeing maybe certain behaviors or patterns, like you just immediately recognize things in people here. Power. You got a Power card. Ooh, the Palace of Cups. That's a deep place emotionally, my friend. The Five of Swords. This something is not fair. Maybe you're recognizing that there's a power imbalance. Is there a power imbalance between you and someone else? Oh, that's over. Oh, the World. And the Knight of Coins. Oh. I don't know what's going on here. You see through something. That's what's happening. That's what this eclipse is activating. I feel like there was some type of power imbalance here, which is also interesting because there's that Venus energy. Venus in Aquarius, and you're very Aquarian with the Fool. And Venus was all over in the past here, like tons of Venus energy in the past. How does this power imbalance come to an end? How does this power imbalance come to an end? The Ace, wow, the Ace of Wands, for what you know within you. It could be an idea, a divine idea, or you understand something. You understand how someone's been taking your power. The Page of Coins, Temperance, and the Nine of Coins. Wow, this is a quick learn here. This is going, yeah. You figuring something out very quickly. It's honestly, it's almost like a glimpse, like getting a super powerful glimpse, kind of like on the other side, through the other side of the veil. But it could be about someone in particular here. And there's been some sort of unfair dealings or some sort of unfair power situation between you and another person. What is the conflict? Maybe it's between this King of Coins. What is the conflict here between you and this King of Coins? The Queen of Cups, love. the 5 of coins, the 9 of swords, and the 2 of cups. Well, this could be somebody that you've shared a lot of love with. I think you can also see that there's some type of unfairness or power imbalance here that will get rectified over time. Like, you know, it's better not to... Okay, here's a good example of this. I have wasps flying in and out of a little hole in the brickwork of my house. Now, a lot of people would instinctively say, oh, you need to close that up. Or, oh, you need to spray something in there. And because I worked in pest control for like many years, a long time ago, I had enough experience with homeowners insisting that I did this, even when I told them. Eventually, I just wouldn't do it. I would say, you want someone else, you're going to have to get someone else. I'm not going to do it because it's going to make everything worse for you. If you're not already getting wasps into the house, don't do it. Just let them. They're going to die, right? Like, that's what, like, so that's the situation I have. There isn't anything that comes in the house, but I can see them flying into the brickwork. They're in some sort of hollow space. The minute I try to do something to that, I try to close it up. Well, you can't close. If you close it, what are they going to do? The ones that are in there. What would you do if you're trapped in a wall? You're going to try to figure out another way out. You could find it, probably come out some outlets or a ceiling light, something like that, right? So, and if you spray something in there and you can't come out that way, you're going to try to get away from that spray. And you end up, I've had that happen to people. And if you do it at the end of the day, I'll tell you, they'll be staying at a hotel that night. They will not be sleeping in their house because the inside of their house will be full of flying wasps inside the house because you flush them in, right? Where it's like, if you just let them die naturally in the fall, because they will die naturally in the fall, then you close that up. Then you close it up so you don't have a new colony in there next year. But right, like there's something about that with this 5 of Swords energy. It's like the situation. So maybe it's even like maybe it's by a doorway or something. You can't even walk in and out of the house. I mean, that's a little bit awkward. There's different ways that you can manage that. But right, so it's like, this is an unfair situation. I can't do this because this is what's going to happen. I'm going to make it worse if I do something. But the situation that I have now is already not very good. So it's like, so if you just wait, right? Like if you just hold off, my situation's not bad. They're not anywhere near where anybody's walking. But right, like it can be that way. It can be where it's also happening right where you go in and out of the front door or something like that, or the back door. But that's going to come to that is going to come to an end. There is some sort of strange, unfair power dynamic here that is going to come to a natural end and conclusion. I feel like you are developing a strong sense of knowing this and understanding it. And that could go beyond just one example. It could be many different things going on in your life where you recognize this. Where you recognize that sometimes it's more important to just stand by and let something play out its natural course of events, right? Like the wasps will naturally die. Once we get 1-2 good frosts, they'll be done. Because there's something more stable and long term on the other side. So the world, an ending here. That's like this final conclusion to this 5 of Swords. The 6 of Cups, maybe it has something to do with your past here. Like there's this King of Coins. And maybe that's the difference here, because the King of Coins had the Page of Cups. And with the Ace of Swords and the 5 of Wands, you can see that there's some sort of a clear disagreement or problem here. And what is that? The Queen of Cups. This could honestly come down to you or someone having a lot of feelings and the other person not. There is a ton of Venus energy in this reading. Venus in Aquarius, Venus in Cancer, Venus in Virgo. What else we also had? Venus in Saturn. And then we have Taurus handing us Venus through Libra, balance. But then there's also strong Jupiter energy. There's Jupiter in Pisces, Jupiter in Leo. And Saturn. Isn't that funny? Saturn, like there's specifically like 3 that are very prominent here. Then we like Saturn in Libra. Oh, I said that was Venus, didn't I? That was wrong. That was Saturn. It's probably a correction. And then there's Saturn in Leo again. Anyways, I don't know why I'm being drawn to that. Like, I feel like there's a clue there. Maybe it's specifically for people needed to hear that, to give them a confirmation. What's this Knight of Coins on the other side? Oh, it's the 6 of Cups. Could be some sort of hidden truth about someone, too. Oh, the moon. Wow. The 6 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. There's some sort of like really quick, fast understanding that is going to come in for you. Something is going to really start making sense to you. You're going to, like, there's an unfair power imbalance here. And that is going to really change, and you're going to see how to change it. I don't even think there's much effort required on your part. The Hermit, the 7 of Swords, and Judgment. It's an interesting underlying. So it's almost like somebody trying to avoid some type of judgment. Somebody's being very sneaky to avoid judgment. Now, there's another way I see this too, because this almost looks like 2 people who are like trying to like not pay attention or avoid something, while there's like something very significant going on. Like these souls are rising above. It could be somebody making a choice here to not elevate. That could be something that you are experiencing, or something, maybe someone that you're dealing with. This person is choosing not to elevate. And you, as well as some others here, are sort of elevating your soul. Wow, that's interesting. I'm going to go do the extended, Aries. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is the eclipse bringing to light in your life? Like, what is the eclipse pulling out of the shadows for you to see? That's also interesting. This is something completely different or also connected to this. We will find out in the extended. There are 2 options in the description below if you would like to follow me to the extended. Thank you so much, Aries. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.